on the roster. All about my cheese, I ain't worried about the pasta. Baby, 9 change the mind on the roster. They a hater up, might as well not be fire like a chopper, burn like a feather. Screen spinning right, predicting like the weather. Serve in my cup, can't go without my medicine. Flow so fresh, big bag of pepper. Where is my letterman? I'm balling on these suckers. You know the money talk, you can ask Chris Tucker.
I'm always dancing at this one. Okay, welcome to Side Action, episode 3 of season 8. My name is Jim Weglars, a.k.a. Wegs. You can follow me on X and on Instagram at Wegspool.
And I'm Coop. You can check me on Instagram at Dalton Cooper, on X and Mr. Grumpy Gills. Again, we are the Side Action Podcast. Make sure to check us out on TikTok. Yeah, nice shirt. It's Wegs' baby. So you where are you sitting? You look like in a different location.
I am in my room at Mandalay Bay. Hey, nice. We're in Vegas, baby. Live from Vegas. That's where Dalton stayed last year, right there. The haunted hotel, right there. Luxor. Sorry, Luxor. If you want to sponsor us, I'll take that off. And just in my room, you know, it's extra. It's a little cloudy in Vegas. It's actually in the 90s, dude. It's not 100 anymore. My sister's like, it's been so hot. I'm like, it's in the 90s the whole time. It's gonna be like 97 on Sunday. So we won't be melting our face off completely. I mean, maybe a little bit.
It's still warm.
It's still hot. But yeah, I'm you know, we'll get to that in a minute. But been pretty exciting. Just got out this morning. Flew out really bright and early. Had to get the old Uber at 5:30 a.m. Central Time.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little rough. Might need a nap after this one.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
So, well, tell me about the weekend. What did you get into this past weekend?
I'm curious to hear more about your weekend. I mean, I really didn't do a whole lot. We did AVP on Sunday. I got to do some shots and
somebody special.
Yeah, exactly. And then Monday we did Pirate Flag, which we'll get into that in just a second. We'll save that for the back half because I want to hear what you did before your Monday. Yeah, well, as I talked about last week, my voice is almost back. I kind of lost it for a few days. Why? My buddy Jeff came in from Hawaii. He had never been to Chicago. You know, we started right away. Let's play some ball. Then we were, you know, then I did the podcast. Then I met him out 2 a.m. Money Gun, then Celeste till 2 a.m. We picked up some ladies to, you know, show them a good time. Then we yeah, nice.
Yeah. Then on Friday, Allie Gill, who's one of my partners for volleyball, she flew in from San Diego at sunrise. Like she flew in I think she got in at 5 a.m, went straight to sunrise volleyball at Foster at 6:15 a.m., picked up a net and a ball from Tila. So I showed up more like 7:15 because I was a little hungover from the night before. Money got very heavy. And then after that, I went home for a bit, went back to the beach for a few hours because Allie played like all day. And then we went and had a pregame party at Irv and Jason's for Holiday Club that night. And then Jeff did meet me out there.
Did you make it to Holiday Club?
Oh, I made it to Holiday Club. Actually, nice. I went all the way to Le Nocturne, baby. We went to an Afro beat spot.
Oh yeah. Is that tacos, right?
No, Le Nocturne is like a club for like African people.
Nice.
And so
I think I remember that on your story. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went in there, and it's a super high cover, getting ready for Vegas early, and they were having like a Nigerian beauty contest or something. There's like these 9 and 10s walking everywhere in this one gate, like the one bottle service area, and we were just like, "Hey, what's going on? What's with the sashes?" And like, "Oh, it's a beauty contest." I'm like, "Sweet." So that was another 2 a.m. night. Then got up, went to AVP. Allie got up. She didn't come with me to Le Nocturne. And Allie stayed at my place with their new friend, in parentheses.
Right.
And then they played. I went to AVP day 1, 6 matches. I actually missed the first match, but watched the last 5. Jeff and his buddy came in, had a good time, had dinner with Allie. Then that night we went to went to a Stereo in Fulton Market. Then Bandit, which one of the guys, AVP guys, Miles Evans was there, and his buddy bought a table at Bandit, which is there's Bandit on the first floor, there's Bandit 2 on the second floor, and he had a table up there. It was pretty popping up there, we wanted to get out of there. So I took my boy and Lee came with us to the Mine. The Mine is a Latin dance club at roughly like 1,300. It was 1,400 West Lake Street. This was like a crazy club, dude. I mean, it was like Vegas, laser light show, big DJ in the middle. One main room was reggaeton. Side room was cumbia. Other room was another, I don't know if they were doing salsa. There were 4 rooms in there. It was insane. 2 a.m.
Nice.
And Sunday I was a little tired. Went to AVP again. Didn't miss any matches this time. Checked out the semis and the finals, and then actually had a female friend of mine show up just for one match, which was weird. And then after that, what did we do? I went home and chilled, but we went out to Beauty Bar that night. So I got in at 12:15 because today we played the twos tournament, Allie and I, and actually didn't play badly considering how I barely slept all weekend. And then Jeff, I met up with Jeff for dinner that night. He played in the tournament as well. I went and saw the end of the Pirate Flag, as you mentioned, and then I had like a day and a half to work and get ready for Vegas, and now I'm here. So there you go.
I can't believe it. You know, we thought we had friends, and then we just find out that the closer we get to people, maybe they're more different than we thought.
Is that right?
I guess so. That's kind of how it felt. Yeah, but it's funny. Yeah, we did Tuesday bowling too. Forgot about that.
Yeah, that already started. This is the bowling league starting already.
Yeah, started on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm
starting. The champs, the repeat champs.
Yeah,
we're going back to back. We're going back.
Yeah. Reigning, defending.
That's right.
So
what, you want me to hear my little take on Pirate Flag? Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah. I want to hear this because
I rolled up to Pirate Flag, and you're right. I alienate some of my friends. I can't make everybody happy. There's nothing I can do. So I end up walking up there with Nicole, actually, and so we walk up there and we catch like the beginning of the playoffs. We see Lieutenant Cavs. Actually,
nice.
I digress. I saw like Scotty Green's team get eliminated, and then Luke's team, they lost in the poop. No, wait, did they lose or win?
Yeah, the fact that they were in the poop deck to begin with was incredible to me.
Right, because their pool was stacked.
It's a bloodbath.
And then I see so Luke's team lost in the poop deck, but Courtney's team won. They won. They had a tall guy.
Yeah.
The kid was like 6'4" or 6'6" or something.
Nah, he was like 6'6" or 6'7". Yeah, he was huge.
And then I look over and it's like, oh, Irv's in the finals. Wait a second. Luke's on his team, the other Luke. And I'm like, wait a second. That was the same team as last year. And I started asking around. They're like, oh, yeah, he changed the rule that they get to try to repeat as champs. I'm like, what? That'll defeat the whole purpose of the blind draw process. And then during that, unfortunately, Lieutenant Cavs, to me, in my mind, gets demoted to Sergeant Cavs because his Cavs, they obviously locked up. You were there when he cramped up, right?
Maybe not. I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe. Lee's calf, his right calf cramped, and he first cramped and got some electrolytes. Second time he's cramped, it was over. Now, granted, when they were cramping, I've never seen a calf so large because it was like flexing really hard. Somebody fed him a pickle, and then he drank the whole thing of pickle juice. He had to be carried off, and then Carlos stepped in and for him.
Nice.
So they actually went to 3, I think. But I mean, Irv just started setting this, Luke dude every time, and they won going away.
Handily. Yeah, he was just toying with people. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and look, I like the guy. I actually play against him, and he's a really good player.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's kind of convenient, Irv.
But
anyway, it's fine. There's got to be a boycott of the repeat thing. Otherwise, they're going to win every year. Because the girls are really good too. Sound like Trumps, So
yeah, I agree. What's the point of doing a blind draw if you're just going to set the teams?
Did you guys win in the first night of bowling?
We don't know because everybody's establishing averages, but we did go fun defeated on Monday, where we went 0-7. We played every game and we had fun doing it, but we didn't win any of them.
I see. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice. All right. Well,
fun defeated.
We'll get into what I'm going to do the rest of the weekend at the end because let's get into the meat of the pod here.
Yeah,
so
let's do it.
I'm going to go first, taking people to the shed. And I mean, we did the couch preview a couple weeks ago. Heisman hopefuls, Arch Manning and Cade Klubnik. Oh yeah, these guys are great, except they weren't on Saturday. Both these guys were maybe not god awful, but Klubnik was like 50% completion rate, and Manning wasn't that far behind. He was 17 for 30. I'm assuming they can bounce back, but what do you think? You think they're going to bounce back? So first of all, Arch, I think you can drink maybe. So you can't get in the club dub yet, but you definitely can take a flask into the shed with Cade, because both you guys were terrible.
If I was going to buy stock, I'd rather buy stock in Arch, I think.
Yeah.
Just because it's I don't know, LSU's defense is pretty good too. So I don't know. I mean, Klubnik did lose a wide receiver in the process. Okay. So but yeah, definitely a tough way. I believe that Arch Manning was off target rate was like 35 or 36%, which is like the highest a Texas quarterback has had in the last decade.
Yikes.
So yeah, definitely not a good game for him.
The other shed is Wegs' voice. Too many late nights. The pipes needed a rest. They're barely right now. You can hear there's a little rasp in there. We'll see if I'm gonna be a full mute by Monday when I fly back. So come on,
T's
boys.
And P's. Yeah, T's and P's.
Need some, tea. Need to do a hot toddy or something tonight.
Yeah, get you a lot of water. That's right. That's going to be top of the list in Vegas.
I got that stuff. Airborne to try to help my throat. So anyway, who are you taking to the shed this week?
Oh yeah, we're gonna start with the Clippers. So reports are coming out that Kawhi Leonard signed a $28 million endorsement deal with a fraudulent tree planting company. That company was actually funded by Steve Ballmer. So they were circumventing the cap. That came out. He did a no-show. Basically, got paid to do an endorsement. Never did an endorsement for said company, and then all of a sudden the company was gone. So. They're in the shed. You had Gio Lopez.
Let's go back to that. Did you hear the last time that happened was Joe Smith from Maryland came out. The same kind of thing happened, and they had to forego like first round picks for like 5 years. So did they exact any penalties yet, or have they done?
There hasn't been a penalty yet, but the Clippers don't have any first round picks to give. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what they're going to take. That'd be interesting to see. Postseason ban, maybe that'd be incredible. That'd be interesting.
Whoa,
so you could. But yeah, Gio Lopez is also in the bin. I don't know if you saw this game Monday night. I don't know if there's ever been UNC football has never been more back after that first touchdown when it was 7-0, and then it was like a 41-0 run by TCU. But Gio Lopez, the UNC starting quarterback, he went 2 hours and 8 minutes between completed passes Monday night against TCU. His completion time frame started at 8:12 Eastern time, and his next completion would come at 10:20 Eastern time. That's so 2 hours and 8 minutes. That's definitely not what you're looking for. Do. Yeah, never be seen again, probably. And then we had last one was Kalen DeBoer. So Alabama gets beat by Florida State. DeBoer matched the unranked loss total of Nick Saban already in his 14 games. He has 4 losses. Compared to the 4 losses, it took Nick Saban 235 games to accumulate. So,
it's
tough.
Pretty
tough.
I don't know if they'll fire him mid-season, but if he loses,
he's not getting fired. He's got a $65 million buyout.
Everybody on the radio, I've heard that they're going to buy his ass out. They do not. They don't want to lose. They can't lose like this. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you just should have stuck with a smaller program, whatever. But. I mean, the Tide. I mean, they did obviously. Following the legend is very hard. We've talked about this before. So, but still, you can't lose like that. Florida State, is Florida State better than we thought then?
Oh yeah, for sure.
There you go.
Gus Malzahn, baby.
Hey, he made it happen. Okay, well, let's go to Club Dub. I'll let you go first. We've got some new wings that were built, ready for more entrants. I mean, Primetime Murphy, we'll talk about that in a minute, but he's raining money in there.
Oh, nice. Well, that's good to hear. First, I'm going with Justice Haynes. He is the Michigan running back, Alabama transfer. In his debut, he totaled 159 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. So pretty good way to start your Michigan career. I believe that was against New Mexico State, I believe. And then I had Shohei Ohtani. So he set the record for the quickest amount of time to reach 100 home runs for the Dodgers. He did it in 294 games. He eclipsed Gary Sheffield, who did it in 393 games. And in MLB history, Babe Ruth and Mark McGwire are the only players to reach 100 home runs faster with a single team. So pretty elite company that Shohei Ohtani is in right now.
Yeah, the guy can hit it. He can play ball too, just in general.
Yeah.
Throw it, play it.
He can throw it, hit it, and then the honorary club dub us because the NFL season is back.
Whee!
Oh yeah.
For me, we'll start with the AVP, Julia Donlin and Lexi Denenberg, who were young. I mean, I don't know how old they are, but they're baby-faced. And they shocked the world by beating both TKN, which is arguably the best American team, and then the silver medalist from Canada, obviously Brandy, tear for you, silver medalist from Canada. And they beat them kind of soundly. I mean, they lost the first set against TKN, and then they flipped the switch. I don't know what happened with them. They figured it out.
Yeah.
They were just balling, and both of them are kind of equally athletic, can both hit really well. So I will watch out for them for the Olympics in LA in 2028 because I think they have a nice formula if they can stay healthy and together, of course.
Yeah, so, 100%.
And you got some picks of those guys. And did you see, you were obviously on the sand. Shout out to Dalton for covering this like right on the sand with Mike Muhadin as the volunteer, getting pictures with everybody. Old guy Mike. But after they won the title, they went up in the stands by us in the north stands and sat with their families.
Yeah,
to watch the men's final. I thought that was so sweet that they're still not above being in the crowd and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%.
And then the other one, the real big winner is Art Primetime Murphy. I mean, we know he's a winner. He doesn't give out winners on this podcast, by the way. I hope he listens to this. But him and Alistair, his running mate for horse racing, we got to do a separate horse race podcast, obviously. They did pick six. You know what a pick six means?
You pick the top six finishers?
No, they picked winners in six races.
Oh.
I'm going to say it because he's going to tell everybody. He turned $300 into $13,000.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So that's why the young man, those two guys are putting an entry into the Survivor contest.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, hopefully he pick NFL teams like he can horse races, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. All they got to do is pick one a week, and not six. So we did get them registered as well today.
Hell yeah.
My sister and I. So there you go. So let's go over some college football first. Week 1 didn't quite work out the way we were thinking maybe in some of these cases, but you had a good week, but not necessarily in these big games. Auburn pummels Baylor 38-24. They cover the 2.5, goes over 58.5. I mean, Auburn we knew was going to be pretty good, so that's not that surprising. I just didn't think Baylor would get crushed like that. Ohio State, though, how about it? We talked about it, Arch Manning, but it was the surprise for me. It was 14-7 is the final score, super low score, 46.5 point total. So Ohio State, I guess their defense is pretty good.
Yeah, somebody on this podcast told you these are two of the top 3 defenses in the country, probably, and I think LSU is probably the third best.
Well, there you go, LSU. They went on the road to beat Cleveland. We mentioned Clemson. We talked about that, as I mentioned, the 50%, and they, so under 55.5 was pretty easy on that one. And then Miami, a little bit of a surprise.
Catholics. Hell yeah.
The Convicts.
You're right. The Convicts. They beat the Catholics. Yeah.
I mean, they came out and were winning big. Notre Dame came way back in this one. It was tied late, and then Miami kicked a field goal to win it outright. It went over the 50.5 point total. But what's up, man? Notre Dame rushed for 93 yards. They only had 167 total yards of offense. Is this just bad offense, or is Miami better on defense than we maybe had thought?
I think a little bit of both. I mean, Love never got the ball for Notre Dame. Like it took basically 3 quarters for him to really touch the ball. I think 3 quarters he had like 6 carries or something like that, which is just insane. But my other big takeaway was Cristobal's like late game management. He kind of settled for, a longer field goal. And it's like, man, if this kicker comes up and like misses this is going to be the story of this game and not, Miami actually winning it. But it works out. We'll see. I think we'll see both these teams later down the road. I think Miami can take Clemson, and we'll see. We'll see what Florida State's got to say about the ACC. But the ACC just seems wide open right now.
No, it seems a little better than we expected.
I don't know about that. I just say it would be more wide open.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Clemson only.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. week 2 here, there's not a lot of big matchups. I had to kind of scrape the bottom to get even 4 of them here.
Oh, we got some great games. Don't ever say that about
Iowa and Iowa State, always a fun one. In the what is that? Is that the Corn State? What is the Iowa State? I don't even know what they are. Should know.
Oh, Cyclones. They're the Cyclones.
I know they're the Cyclones, but
what's the you're talking about the name of the rivalry?
No, what's the name of the state? Like like Illinois, Land of Lincoln. Like what's their?
I have no idea.
The Sunflower State is Kansas, but
yeah, I don't know. Keep talking. I'll find it.
Yeah, so Iowa State is a 3-point favorite at home, 41.5 point total. This is Saturday, the 6th at 11 a.m. Central. You've got some notes here. It does seem like the home team usually wins this one, typically. What are your notes on this game?
Well, first, I expect a low-scoring game because that's kind of the nature of this of these when these two powerhouses meet, if you will.
Right.
But Iowa, the last 2 times going to Amos, they have 1 point and 3-point losses, and they're 7-2 in their last 9 at Iowa State. So, if you were to bet any cheddar, I would only take the Iowa team total. I think it's 19.5. I would take the over just because if they can't get to 20, even with bad quarterback play of last year, they're a little bit better this year in that regard. So we'll see what happens. That's the only thing I would take. But outside of that, we'll see. I think it's a must-win for Iowa State, in my opinion.
For Iowa State, it is not Iowa.
Yeah, I think to help their resume, if you will.
Okay.
If they're actually going to be, obviously regardless of Big 12 championship or not, I think they need that to build the resume just in case.
Gotcha. I'm struggling to find what's the nickname of the state.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the motto I found was "Our liberties we prize and our rights we will maintain."
Yeah, that just rolls right off the tongue. It's Hawkeye State. The Hawkeye State. Of course it is.
But that's the mascot of Iowa. Duh.
I know the Cyclones have something to say about that. Okay, the second game identified was Baylor again at SMU this time. SMU is a 2.5 point favorite at home, 65.5 point total. This is Saturday, also at 11 a.m. Central. I mean, let's see what happens. SMU, they were great last year, maybe setback. Baylor's coming off getting kind of handed to them in Auburn. You think Baylor bounces back?
I think they have to if they want any kind of aspiration of postseason play. Mm-hmm. We'll see. I think this would be a classic Big 12 matchup where you'll see a lot of points. That's where I'm leaning this game. So Baylor plays a lot of split safety looks, which favors into the passing game, and they're going to get a lot of one-on-one matchups. So if SMU is going to be the team they were last year, this is definitely going to play into their hands, and they should be able to score at will. So I like the first quarter over. I think it was 13.5 or 14. I think you could see 14-7 at the end of the first quarter in this game.
Yeah, it's a nice one. 65.5 over. Woo.
Yeah.
I put this one on the card just to talk about because you can tell me the other games you love. But Kansas at Missouri. Missouri's a 6.5 point favorite at home, 15.5 point total. This is 2:30 p.m. Central. Yeah, I like it. Border war. So, yeah, exactly. It's the show me state versus the sunflower state. So, Kansas, whatever. They've been good. I think they're getting a little under, not enough shine in this game. What you think? 6.5 seems like a big number.
Yeah, we'll see. This game's going to – I would live bet this game. I would watch in the first 2 series. Each team has the ball once. Which team can block each other's defensive line, because both of these teams have transfer portal tackles in the game. Missouri has 2 of them, and Kansas, I believe, has 1. So whichever offensive line looks to be established early is the side that I would choose. So we'll see what happens moving that. But I'd like to see Kansas win. I think Kansas can make some noise. I don't know if Missouri can, but I think Kansas has enough star power quarterback to make some noise.
Yeah, I like that. And then we've got Michigan, who this is the only ranked unranked game of the week. 15th ranked Michigan, 18th ranked matchup. Oklahoma's a 5.5 point favorite, 45.5 point total. This is at 6:30 p.m. Central. Oklahoma had a big win this weekend, right? So, but they had trouble running the ball.
Oh yeah. They did not, even though they won 55-0. They just still had trouble. It was basically quarterback run. They didn't have any run game outside of quarterback run. Michigan is going to be down a pass rush or 2 in Barham, so I anticipate having a 18-year-old playing quarterback going on the road in Oklahoma. They're going to try to establish the run with Justice again this week. Lean into that quite a bit. Let Wink Martindale play defense. But the stat of the week for you is Brent Venable is 21-5 in his career against freshman quarterbacks. So
interesting.
We'll see what happens. This
pretty good.
100% this has got turnover written, like whichever team can cause the most turnovers, and this has got underwritten all over it, in my opinion. So we'll see.
There you go. So you went 4-2 last week. Nice work. Your calls on the overs and the unders. You had Texas, good call. Miami under, Utah over, and then Georgia Tech cover the number.
Yep.
Indiana so Indiana, that was just a side. They didn't cover.
Yeah, they didn't cover. Yeah.
And UNLV, well,
that over
UNLV is now. We know what UNLV is now. They are not what they were last year.
Well, no, we picked the over in that game and we missed it because they were keeping time on their watches for the whole second half. It was crap. And they missed. There was a missed field goal in that game too, which would have hit the over.
Yeah,
so
missed it by a hair.
By
so
that
what do you got this week? Let's get back. Let's go 6-0 or 5-0.
5-0. Yeah, we're gonna try to stick to 5. That way we can't have any ties. So we're this no particular order. First one up to bat, we're gonna go Cincinnati minus the 21 over Bowling Green. I like that matchup for Cincinnati. I think their defense is just gonna. They may only give up 10 points, so I like their chances there. I like the first half under in Illinois versus Duke this week.
Okay.
And that is at 24.5. I think IU is going to not give Duke the ball much. They're going to try to slow the tempo of the game down. So I like the first half under there.
It's okay. It's Illinois, right? Not Indiana.
It's Illinois. Yeah, sorry. It's U of I. Yeah. I like Illinois. Illinois Duke first half under there. I like the Oklahoma and Michigan under at 45.5 for the game. I like Ole Miss minus 6.5 in the first half versus Kentucky. If you want to take the under total in the first half at 26.5, highly recommend that one too. And then if you want to get real frisky, Kent State plus 48.5 versus Texas Tech.
The golden flashes.
The flashes are terrible, but I think Texas Tech is a little banged up right now. They have Utah in a couple weeks, so I think they're going to try to take it easy. If they get up by like 28 points, I think they'll just chill and not try to run anybody into the ground. So I like that.
That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. Yeah. So I like a lot of points. So those are the 5 for the week.
I like it. But you still started off good. I know you were disappointed in the Sam Houston thing, but you got this one 5-0 this week.
Oh yeah. We'll see what happens.
Well, let's get into the NFL. We're going to do some trends first, and then we'll talk about some lines. First and foremost, just big global stuff. It's not like a huge advantage, but underdogs do cover 53% in week 1 since 2000. That's a pretty good clip. So you do tend to have many more underdogs cover than we think usually. Dogs of 6.5 or more are 49-27. Against the spread since 2006. And that's a lot of teams here. That's the Cowboys, the Saints, the Giants, and the Titans. These are all, although I think one of those numbers, maybe the Giants fell to 6, so it would fall out of this trend. But in the end, bigger dogs, not that they bark, but it's not as easy to cover those big numbers, basically. I'll let you get over the coaching stats in a minute. So the unders also hit at about 53% since 2000 in week 1. So we all think, we're all so excited about our fantasy football teams. Let's score some points. But the defense are usually ahead of the offenses at this stage. And then rookie QBs, I don't know. They're 8-21 straight up and 13-14-1 against the spread since 1970, dude. That's this isn't just yesterday. So it's J.J. McCarthy at Chicago and Cam Ward at Denver that factors in. So go ahead. You want to go over some of this? I think you put this rookie quarter coaches. Maybe I put that one in there.
No, you did.
I did.
I have the one at the bottom. Where ATS cover rates for every head coach in the league. I was going to give you the top 5.
That's for the entire, not just week 1, right? That's their entire career.
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's do like top.
I was going to do like top 5 or whatever. Yeah. So top 5, you have number 1, Dan Campbell at 64%, 65 if you round up. Jim Harbaugh is 2 at 64%. Jonathan Gannon is 3rd at 59%. Matt LaFleur is in 4th at 58%. And then Zach Taylor rounding out the top 5 at 56.1%.
Of course, that doesn't include week 1 it does, but it's a lot better. And who are the bottom of the? I mean, this is tough because some of these guys are first year coach.
Yeah, bottom 5. You have Dan Quinn is the 5th worst at 46.5%. You have Raheem Morris at 42.7%. You have Kevin Stefanski at 42.2%. You have Mike McDonald at 40%, and then to round out the bottom of the barrel, you have Brian Callahan at 12%.
I mean, it's he only had 1 year in the books, so
yeah.
I focus more on the rookie head coaches, and there aren't that many of them. Road covers since 2002 at 58%, so pretty good, pretty good. And that's obviously Brian Schottenheimer tonight.
That's tonight, yeah.
Dallas at Philly, so we'll see. He's got a pretty big number, so that always helps it if there's 8 points. So
yeah.
Let's go into the lines tonight, which is recording on the 4th of September at 7:20 p.m. Central Time. Obviously, I'm in Pacific time over here. It's all whack. Cowboys at Eagles. Because of the Micah Parsons trade, this went from like 6.5 now up to 8. I've seen 8.5 in certain places, but right now these are the Circa lines at 8, favoring the Eagles at home. 48-point total. I will tell you, even though I think the Eagles should win this game probably easily, the last 5 Super Bowl champions that host have not covered the spread. 5 years in a row, dude. Yeah. So I don't feel great about backing the Eagles if it's a contest. If you want to do a survivor, makes sense. But I don't love it.
Do you know the touchdown to interception ratio of Dak Prescott versus Nick Sirianni coach teams?
I don't know that, but I know the guy blows up against the Eagles for some reason.
Yeah, he's like 15-1, and he's 4-0. He's 4-0 against Nick Sirianni coach teams when he's been healthy. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess everything you've told me, I want to take the number now. You got to take the 8, and if you get 8.5, it's probably even better. But
yeah, I'm going to take the number in my contests. I guess I will, but put a little cheddar cheese on it. The problem is, Edmund's going to be watching with me, and he's paying for the sports book VIP table tonight. So
nice. Who's stopping the run? That's the only thing that worries me is for the Cowboys. Like they're not going to be able to stop the run. Even when Philly tries to ice it, maybe they might end up giving up a big one that costs you your cover.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a great spot. What do you think about the total? 48-point total.
Oh, I definitely take the over. Yeah, Dallas. If Dallas is going to have a chance, you got to score. They're going to score 30 points tonight.
Yeah. So maybe it'll be a Dak prop.
George Pickens, big night. Sprinkle a little prop. Yeah, run the ladder. I would run the ladder. No, okay. I'd run the ladder with him tonight. Yeah, start at like 60 and just run it all the way up to 100.
Yeah, you can. That gets to that plus money. So maybe some props are the way to go on the Cowboys side versus the spread, even though the spread's pretty good. You could definitely go for the Eagles, tease this down to 2, something like that makes sense, and then the total down for the over. So Friday night we've got another humdinger. This is in Brazil. That's the 5th of September. You like that?
Speak Portuguese there.
Yeah, sure I do. I'll learn to speak Portuguese if necessary. The Chargers versus the Chiefs. Chiefs are a 3-point favorite in this one, 46.5-point total. I put down not necessarily your stat, but it's not surprising he's the second in ATS. But he's 5-0 ATS and straight up in week 1 as a head coach.
Yeah, Harbaugh.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, so I like the Chargers in this game, +3. I don't know about the money line. I'd probably sprinkle a little bit since I'm in Vegas, but I like them.
Really?
I do.
Okay. I think it's going to be interesting. I would take the under in this game just because I think the pressures that they'll be able to show the Chiefs offensive line, we're going to find out real quick if they can actually block like they believe they can. And if they can, I'd take the under in this game. I think this could be like a 17-14 game. Like this could be really low scoring.
Well, last year I don't think either team got over 20 points in these 2 matchups. Now the Chiefs have kind of all camp said that they're going to go deep more, Xavier Worthy, more of a stretch game, but I'll believe it when I see it. I do think the Chiefs defense is a little better than the Chargers defense, but I don't know, man. I mean, you got the rookie running back, Omarion Hampton, who's on a couple of my fantasy teams. I think you're right. I think it's going to be low scoring. It's going to be competitive. So give a low scoring game, dude. So you like the under in that one, 46.5.
Yeah, I do. I like the under.
So we get to Sunday's games, and we're going to be at Stadium Swim thinking about you, wishing you were there, trying to help us with the minimum and all that stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, Strickland's not coming, so you can feel better now. Strickland is not going to be going to Westgate and throwing the bones with Hardway Harry's Hardway's Harry like he usually does. He can make it. So Steelers at Jets. Steelers are a 3-point favorite on the road, 38-point total here. These are all noon games. The first segment. I might get talked into taking the Steelers in a survivor pick, and I'll tell you why. We'll tell later. But like in this big survivor contest, you don't have to be contrarian, but if you get on the Titanic and it goes down, obviously everybody has a chance to lose it every week, but everybody's going to pick the goddamn Broncos this week. I mean, as they should. But anyway, this is one of the things. I do think the Steelers win this game. I think the Jets are pretty good.
You think everybody's going to pick the Broncos this week?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not the Cardinals.
Possibly, and that's another consideration for us too in the pick. I'll give you a stat when we get to that.
You could look at the Bucks, maybe. Oh, man, it's a good segue. But I would stay away from this game. I wouldn't touch anything with this game because you have way too many unknowns. And also, I think I would take the only thing I've taken in this game. I think is the under, just because of the familiarity that the Pittsburgh has with Justin Fields.
Right.
But I can't see Aaron Rodgers just like all of a sudden coming out and throwing 4 touchdown passes and like everything is just happy hunky dory. They have one wide receiver. They have DK Metcalf, and that's it. Like. Who's going to run the ball for the Steelers? Like Jalen Warren? No thanks. Take the under. Yeah, there's going to be no highlights from this game. No thanks. There's a reason why it's the lowest game total of the week.
Hopefully it's Circa. It's like on like the 8th little corner one that nobody can see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I take the under and I wouldn't touch this thing with nothing that I own. Yep.
To your point, a 3-point spread and a 38-point total, there's value there for the underdog, admittedly.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I mean, I listen to too many podcasts now. It's like, don't go.
Yeah. No,
okay, what about Bucks at the Falcons? NFC South already matchup, and the Bucks lost twice to them last year. They're a 2-point favorite on the road in Atlanta, 46.5-point total. It looks like you like the Bucks. I do too. Oh, yeah. I do think the Bucks are a good football team, and I just don't believe in it. Like you said, it's Raheem Morris, right? He's not good against the spread. But what's your theory this time?
Who's going to play defense for Atlanta? They still can't rush the passer. They drafted 2 rookies, hopefully to fix that, and that is very high hopes in my opinion. They don't have much of a secondary outside of Jesse Bates, and even now he's a year older. And I think Tampa got a little bit faster than what they have been the last couple of years on defense.
Okay.
They still have Mike Evans. They have a Abuka to fill in. They're going to probably feature Bucky Irvin a little bit more in the beginning of this year while the wide receivers are hurt. Even with Tristan Wirfs not being available, it doesn't really concern me at all with this pass rush. So, yeah, I think the Bucs need to take it to the bank. 401k.
Whoa. 401k pick of the week already.
Yep.
Look out. Okay. I mean, I do like I'm not sure if I can sneak him in. Well, it depends on if we don't do the Chargers, because the only thing about the contest is if you pick a Friday or Thursday or Friday game, you have to pick them all right now. Like the early games, to pick them before they kick off. You have to pick for the Sunday. You can't wait till Saturday's deadline. So we may slip that in. How about the Bengals at the Browns? The Bengals have been the single greatest survivor killer in the last 2 seasons. This time they're at Cleveland. They're 5-point favorites on the road, 47.5-point total. Look, I'm not against you picking the Bengals beating the Browns because the Browns are supposed to be good, but there is no way I am going plus 5 points on the road. There is no way I'm taking that team. You'd have to pay me a lot of money to take that team, and I know that they were supposed to be. Oh, we're taking it seriously this year. We're practicing. Cleveland's defense is not going to be bad, so it's just a matter of. And Cincinnati's defense sucks. So I like the Browns as a. They're not on my top 5, but I definitely would take the points here. I would not give the points.
Yeah, and I would not touch this game either. I would just leave it alone. If anything, maybe I'd take the over. Just because I don't think either defense is worth a damn. Like one defense has Myles Garrett, and I think it's about all they got. Well, they got Mason Graham too. They got a pretty decent defensive line. But yeah, I would definitely take the over. I think Cleveland's going to get down. They're going to have to throw the ball. Jerry Jeudy might have a good day. David Njoku has a nice day.
What about
like
the Hall of Famer Joe Flacco? You don't believe in him anymore?
Not at 38 years old now. So
he's got to be 40 now,
probably. I don't even know how old Joe Flacco is, but yeah, I would take a total here and leave it alone.
Okay, so let's do Dolphins.
40. Yeah, good call.
40. I think he's the same age as Matt Ryan. I think they were in the same draft, if I'm not mistaken. So, Dolphins at Colts. This has gone all the way down to a pick. It was like maybe 1.5 for the Colts, now down to a pick. Really like the Dolphins when they were getting points. Pick, I guess it's the same. I don't know. 46.5 point total. I love the over in this game. These secondaries are awful. So that's going to be on the card on Sunday, no doubt. I might even do a little parlay with some of these other totals. But do you think your Finns can get this one done against the Fighting Daniel Joneses?
I would like to think if the pass rush can stay healthy, the Dolphins have probably a top 5 or top 6 defensive line pass rush, between Jalen Phillips, Chop Robinson and company, and Bradley Chubb as well. So we'll see. I don't know. I've already told you I'm Dolph out. I'm not very optimistic. Mike McDaniel's leading the charge in first coach fired in the books.
This could be the battle of first coaches fired right here.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I think going to get canned this year if they don't make the playoffs because he's just been middling, and they've got new ownership, like in terms of the Irsay family
dead
turn
man
or
walking.
whatever.
Yeah. This is the dead man walking game. Good call.
Dead man walking. Panthers at the Jags. This could be a fun game actually to watch. The Jags are 3.5 point favorite at home, 46.5 point total. I'm all over the over here. These defenses suck too. The secondary is bad, really bad. I really, again, love props. Love Bryce Young's props. I mean, we'll see Trevor Lawrence with this new offense. I just think I'm rooting for points. I'm rooting for Dalton's overs in this one, and 46.5 seems low. So that's part of the little parlay action for those two games for the over.
Nice. Do me a favor, bet Brandon Strange anytime touchdown this weekend. That's the one bet I'm going to get that I'm going to request in my memory. So when you win, you'll think of me.
So a little strange. Get a little strange, huh?
Yeah, Strange anytime touchdown. I think he's due for a big year. If you don't have him on your fantasy team yet and you're kind of light at tight end, I would definitely look at him. I think he's poised for a big year, especially with we're not sure how they're going to use Travis Hunter. And Evan Ingram is now in Denver. So we'll see. Everybody's going to obviously focus on Brian Thomas. But yeah, we'll see. But I like Strange here to anytime touchdown. Other than that, yeah, I would maybe I'm assuming we're going to get a lot of points. Even though Carolina spent a good amount of money in the offseason on their defense. So maybe it is better, but we'll see.
Let's see if I can find him really fast as you said that.
Yeah.
Is he listed on here?
Also, interesting color matchup because
330 plus 330. So
plus 330. Okay.
For anytime.
Anytime.
You want me to do first touchdown?
No, I like anytime.
Because that's 16-1.
Okay.
Maybe split the unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. I'm comfortable with any time. I'm very comfortable.
Any idea on the side here? This is kind of I hate the spread.
Yeah, that hook. I don't like that hook at all. Yeah.
I don't either, but I don't know if I can trust the Panthers.
Great color matchup, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The teal against the silver.
Yeah, especially if they wear black helmets. That'd be cool. But I think I'm with you. I would take the over and just enjoy it.
So here we go. Raiders at Patriots. 2.5 point favorite for the Pats with Vrabel now coaching there. I didn't see he was probably middle of the back there. 43.5 point total. Originally, all over the Patriots here. Was so excited about the Patriots. The Fighting Vrabels at home. A lot of narrative, but everybody's been telling me the Raiders are gonna shock the world here. I don't know. I still don't think that, but it's become a stay away. It's a no. I'm not touching this game. I just can't do it. But originally, I was even thinking Patriots for survivor pick as an alt because I don't think the Raiders are that good. But
okay. I mean, their defense is not very good.
I heard the Patriots defense isn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
They have 6 brand new starters on defense, which is why I'm riding with the Raiders. They are going to be 1-0 after this week. The Raiders offense, I believe, is a bigger upside than the Patriots defense. I think Max Crosby can make just enough plays and make life uncomfortable enough for Drake May that, Aston Genty he's going to get the ball a lot. Pete Carroll's going to add some stability. He's not going to, he's not going to beat himself most of the time, other than the Super Bowl, I guess.
At the 1 yard line.
Yeah, at the 1 yard line. But I think Pete Carroll's going to add something to this team. They may only win 6 games this year, but I think they'll surprise. They'll play a lot better than what we anticipate, and they might, clip somebody out of the playoffs at the end of the season. But yeah, I like the Raiders here, Wegs. I'm liking them.
Okay, I mean, I'm not against it now, but I still have that narrative in my head. It's hard for me to, because people are going to be fired up. Vrabel back, and whatever. Okay, here's one of the ones we talked about: Cardinals at the Saints. Saints are at 6.5 point dog at home, 43-point total. You've got Spencer Rattler starting for the Saints against Kyler Murray. Look, it's clearly a survivor option here. The only thing that I heard about that gave me pause, the Saints have actually won their opener in 6 straight seasons. And you might say, well, Drew Brees, he hasn't been playing for them for the last couple of years. They've still been winning, and they're at home. And I hate this team. I think this team could lose almost every game. Maybe win 1 or 2 games this year, but I don't know. And there was some buzz with the Cardinals and everything. I just don't like it. I would rather take the Broncos and take the big Titanic pick than go on the Cardinals as of now. Even though I'm again, it's about,
you got to have conviction this year. If you're going to win this damn thing, you have to have conviction.
You do, and I do not.
Yeah. Well, you better start figuring it out. We got to start reading about conviction now. We got to get a book that teaches you conviction, or if you just got to have a big long look in the mirror, but you got to find it deep in your belly.
Deep in my belly.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a hat this year.
Yeah, I know, right?
You get a $1,000 hat. We usually get two $1,000 hats that sit on my dresser for the whole year.
Oh man. But yeah, no, I'm taking Cardinals. I'm not even feeling bad about it.
Okay.
This defense of New Orleans is old. Yeah, they're old. I think Marvin Harrison could have a big game. Trey McBride will score sooner than week 13 this season. I'm willing to put my reputation on the line for it.
Some touchdown regression to the positive.
Yeah, you could do a tight end parlay. You could do Strange and little McBride for you.
Anytime touchdowns?
Yeah, a little touchdown parlay.
Oh, let's go. Yeah. I like it. Okay, so you would lay the 6.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe Action will talk me into it tomorrow. I don't know. We're going to talk in the morning. Giants at Commanders. This number has come down to Commanders 6-point favorites at home, 45.5 point total. I was really against the Giants all season, all off season. These guys stink. I still don't think they're great. And I don't really love Russell Wilson, but I think that defensive front four is pretty good. And I think they're going to get after Daniels a little bit. So it's not that I'm going to, again, another good survivor option in a lot of people's minds initially. I don't like it. Divisional team, no way. Giants are, everybody thinks, their whole clubhouse probably says, hey, they think we suck. Let's knock them out. So I actually might even go Giants +6 in this one. Not in the contest, but on a pick.
Yeah. No, I like this early in the season because I think the continuity is going to take a minute for offensive line play. So, yeah, take the Giants, and then that's all that we need to say. Week 10 or whenever they play again, it might be a different story. But, first week of the season, 100%.
Exactly. Fired up. To the 3 o'clock and 3:30 window, you've only got 4 games because of all these, these ridiculous games that we put on here on the schedule. You've got Titans at the Broncos. We talked about it. This is the biggest favorite on the board, 8.5 point favorites for the Broncos at home, 42.5 point total. This is 3:05 p.m. Central. Look, there's 2 reasons why you pick the Broncos in this game, and I know you like them for the spread. One, you've got the rookie starting on the road, really tough spot for him. Secondly, altitude. You know that Denver has this huge advantage at home when they get to play early in the season when the guys aren't as good a shape. So I totally get it. I totally get why you want to lay the wood. If you're going to lay the wood, then do what you mentioned on another thing. You got to do the ladder. Ladder it up. Ladder it up to even 13, 14 points. Because if they're going to win big, they're going to win big. But I want to see Cam Ward. Let's see him in this situation. Doesn't have a lot of weapons, but maybe he's a little better than we think. But yeah, this is clearly the survivor pick everybody's going to pick.
Yeah, no, it's going to be, I just can't see Cam Ward having very much success in this situation. I can't see a lot of quarterbacks having success in this situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, tough place to start, tough place to play. Not a lot of help. Yeah, lay the wood.
Great defense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 49ers at Seattle. Seattle's a 2.5-point dog at home, 43.5-point total. I reversed myself on this one, dude. This guy I really trust, Drew Disick, who's on the Whale Capper podcast. I mean, it's really a deep dive. He is adamant that the spread's wrong. He's adamant that Seattle should be like a 0.5-point favorite at home. And I don't like Sam Darnold at all, but he believes in that defense. I had 49ers as a potential survivor pick in this one, and I'm totally backpedaling now. I'm like full backpedal. Like this was his like lock that Seattle's going to win this football game. So you like it, and I get it. Tell me why I'm wrong or why Drew.
I just don't know what offense Seattle's going to sustain outside of Charbonnet. I mean, they have Jackson Smith and Jigba, but we don't know if he's actually a true number one wide receiver.
Right.
Yeah, the defense is really good. I think I told you that in the preview that they could be the best defense in the league, but I just don't know if I trust Sam Darnold. That's all. I just don't know if he elevates people around him. He's been he went to Minnesota where he had arguably a top 5 unit in wide receivers. So yeah, I don't know. I trust San Francisco in this spot. They are healthy right now. Well, I guess a little. They're healthy-ish. Yes, they're healthy-ish. They're healthy-ish enough. If Trent Williams plays, I trust Shanahan over McDonald, and we'll just not even. That's it. That's all you need to know.
I do like the under, and actually I said that wrong. I think it's 2.5. Yeah, I like the under here. This is an under pick for me. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points in this one. So when my little total parlay, I'll probably throw that one in. Okay, so this is the marquee. There's 2 more games. Lions at Packers. Obviously, with the news of Micah Parsons, it went from 1.5 to 2.5 now. Packers at home being the favorites, 47-point total. This is 335 Central. Look, I like your numbers on the Lions. I know that Campbell's been pretty good in his week 1 games, but I think the Packers are just a better football team. And Micah doesn't even have to play not all the snaps. I just think they're going to be better. And if he gets in there and makes some plays, so 2.5 is not it's definitely under 3, which is good. But I don't like the divisional matchup, but I still think I'm going to lay the wood here with the Pack.
Yeah. Lions have 3 new starting offensive linemen, 2 brand new coordinators. I just think there's a lot of moving parts here that are hard to manage, especially this early in the season. Everybody's getting used to each other. We have no idea how the Lions are going to call a football game now. We knew what Ben Johnson, how he would call a game. We just have no idea what their new play caller is going to do. So too many 2 unknown variables for me. Jordan Love is finally healthy again. I like the Packers here.
Yeah.
Tyler Kraft, anytime touchdown.
Was this a tight end?
Maybe.
Parlay?
Yeah.
I've got
Tyler Kraft anytime touchdown.
I've got him on a team for sure for fantasy. So the last game in this window is Texans at Rams, another tough game. I love that I kind of love as a fan that they put these games. As a survivor guy who's trying to make it past week 1, I don't like it because to me you can't play this game. I think both these teams are pretty good. Rams are 3-point favorites at home, 43.5-point total. I like the under in this game. I'll say that right away.
Love the under.
So that's my first play, but I think Houston's gonna win this one. I think that and I'll tell you why, not just because of my article.
You're out of your mind.
Defense is really good. The Rams have barely practiced with Stafford on the field.
They don't need him to practice.
They don't need him to practice. What are they going to do against defensively?
CJ Stroud's going to be running for his life because they won't be able to block anybody.
Okay.
And he's got nobody to hand the ball off to. Well, you can hand it off to Nick Chubb, who's got 1 leg.
Yeah.
And
he's going to throw the ball to Nico. He's going to throw the ball every time.
He's not going to have time.
What are the Rams going to do offensively against they're going to have to cover 3 points, and this game's going to be in like the teens, man.
No.
It's going to be a 33-point total, not a 43-point total. So
yeah, it's going to be 33-3. The Rams are going to win 33-3. That's right.
Come on, dude. Are you serious?
I like the Rams a lot here. Yeah, I do like the under in this game, but I do like the Rams. Again, I don't see who's going to be able to block for Houston. I still think that Stafford, even at 80%, will be able to find something and be able to get it done. The Rams will take care of business.
Okay, 33-3. I can't wait to see that score.
Maybe be 30-3. That'll be how you get your total of 33 points. There you go.
Well, it's 43.5. I mean, you're under, but I'm saying 30. I think it's going to be. I thought it was going to be more like 17-14, 17.
23-10. There you go.
It's a closer game than your 33-3. 20 to 17, 20 to 17-16 is the 33. Okay, so we've got Sunday Night Football, Ravens at the Bills. This number has moved quite a bit. The Bills were early favorites, and now they're dogs. Ravens in the contest are 1-point favorites, 50.5 point total. This is the Sunday night game, 7:20 Central. Got to go Ravens here, man. I'll lay 1 point. They're better than this team right now. Maybe the Bills will get better and healthier. I do like the Bills to win a lot of games this year because they face everybody at home. Like if you read my article yesterday,
yeah,
all their tough teams.
The easiest first place schedule you could find in the league for sure.
True. Yeah. But the Ravens, now granted, they've had their stumbles in week ones before, but I think they're a cut above right now. So I like the Ravens to lay the points.
Yeah, the Bills are going to go on a 6-game winning streak, regardless if they win this game or not. So if they win this game, it'd be 7 games. If they lose this game, it'd be 6. Because then they play like the Patriots, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Panthers, and like I can't remember, maybe the Jaguars or something like that. But yeah, I'm with you. The Ravens win the revenge games. That's their problem. Is they always win the revenge games. They can't win the first games that happen in the playoffs or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't see a wide receiver that can beat one-on-one coverage for Buffalo. So they're going to be able to stack the box, get James Cook in situations that is probably not going to be very favorable. And then Josh Allen's going to have to beat them with his legs. And I don't like that for the first game of the season. So I like the Ravens here.
There you go. Well, we agree. I like it. Last one Monday night. I'll be back in Chicago by then. This is the 7:15 Central time game on Monday. Vikings at the Bears. Vikings are 1.5 point favorite on the road, 44 point total. J.J. McCarthy's first start. I'm treating him like a rookie. Don't like the number. I'll take the Bears. I took it off my top 5, but I think the Bears will play decent. I think that Ben Johnson's going to know how to attack the defense, even though I think the Vikings defense is great. But I think he knows how to attack it. Whether Caleb can do that, that's another story. But J.J., he's got good weapons. I don't know. Prime time, we'll see how he does. I don't believe in it. And it's a homecoming for him. He's from Chicago, but like the Bears.
I don't know. I keep going back and forth in this game because I could see Minnesota's defense overwhelming Chicago's offense, and then I could see the run game of Minnesota taking over the defense of Chicago, and J.J. McCarthy has to make 5 throws that's literally all he has to do the whole game, really, is to make, other than like screens and like all this other easy, underneath stuff. But yeah, I think I'd probably go Vikings there. I'd like to be optimistic. I don't know. I think the Bears are they have the talent to win 10 games. I just don't know if they're going to be able to get it done. I think they're still a year away. I think they're 1 year away from being something we can worry about.
I'm worried about the D more than the offense. I know Caleb looked like garbage in the preseason, but the defense worries me a little bit. I don't know if they're going to play as good as they need to. I hear you. That's why I took it out the top 5. Let's go through your top 5 now.
Oh, yeah. So I'm taking Tampa Bay -2, San Fran -2.5, Denver -8, Vegas plus the 2.5, and the Rams -3 against Houston.
You mean they're 27 point favorites?
That is, take it.
Or 33-3. That's 30.
402K2 or 402K pick of the week.
402K, right? Chargers plus the 3 on Friday night. I do like the Steelers -3. Maybe get talked off the ledge there. Texans plus the 3 against you there. Pack -2.5 and Ravens -1. That's a lot of favorites there. Well, it's 3 out of 5. You've got only 1 dog, so we're kind of not doing what we're supposed to be doing. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Contest update. So I was just at Circa. It's evolving as it happens. So the $1 million, just so you know how the contests work at Circa, you still have time to sign up. I think it's till 3:00 in the afternoon on Saturday. This is Vegas time, so 5:00 Central Chicago time. So you can fly out and still get it in. $1,000 contest, up to 10 entries per person for Survivor. as of today, well, the guarantee was 15 million. So they were expecting 15,000 entries minimum. They have 16,250. So it's the pot right now is $16,250,000. Not bad. So we have a chance. As we mentioned, Art, we did an entry for Art and Alistair, myself and Action separate entry. So we've got 2 entries amongst our little crew. Hopefully somebody hits it big. The Pick'em contest is not doing as well. It was a $5 million guarantee or $6 million guarantee, and they're at like 4,800 entries. So there's like 1,200 entries, like 1,100 entries short. So if they don't get there, there's going to be an overlay, and he's going to guarantee the money. It's going to come out of pocket, which is kind of cool. But he pays $1 million out of pocket. He's got a couple more days to hit it, but it does seem like everybody's going to the Survivor route. Although it's really hard to do the pick'em because it's 5 picks against the spread every week, as we discussed. It's hard. I've done it, but there's quarterly prizes, and there's a booby prize. If you stink, if you're terrible, you get paid, and that's not just for the whole season; it's for the quarters. So let's say you start off really bad, you're like, let's just tank if we can, although it might be harder to do that. So it'll be interesting when the final tally hits, but I would imagine that the pick'em will not go over the 6 million. I think it was 15 million. So yeah, so it's 6 million. Maybe it'll get in the low 5s, so maybe 5,000 entries, 5,200. So, but I would expect it to closer to 17 million for the Survivor, I would guess, before Saturday is over.
Nice.
There you go.
There it is.
What do you got going this weekend?
We got baseball playoffs. So tomorrow we got the American League, the King County Cougars, Schaumburg Boomers are both playing. So we'll be splitting duty. And then if there's a game 3 Saturday night, both teams are leading their series 1-0. So hopefully we see 2 sweeps. If not, game 2 or game 3 of either one of those series will be Saturday night. So, and then the luau is this weekend. In case
are you
weren't
playing? Or are you?
No. So, but
your better half. Your better half is playing.
Yes, that is correct. So
she's playing like 3s or 4s.
I think so. I think it's 3s. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and football. You know what I'll be doing Sunday? I'll be sitting my ass on that couch right there, not moving a muscle.
We'll be thinking about you in the pool when we're peeing in the pool and getting
nice. Yeah.
Bring the cute server to bring us buckets of high noons, and
nice.
My brother-in-law will be there, so there will be some, frozen margaritas or daiquiris.
Yeah.
So we miss you, pal. We'll miss you over there.
Yeah.
We've got some new entrants, so for us, it's a Vegas trip. It looks like our number was 11. It was funny because I watched Ocean's 11 last night to get ready for our 11 people, and now, one already fell by the wayside. So Ocean's 10. You got Ridgeway, who's coming in tonight. Art is coming in with Natalia tonight. Edmund's already here. He keeps sending me pictures. Don't keep sending me these pictures with, purple chips in your hand, $500 chips. He won some money last night. He got in last night. He's here with his wife. Paul Dempsey's here already. Mr. $100 slot. And then Kitson and Grabo get in. I think it's like 4:00 tomorrow. And then Scotty Green's about the same, maybe like 2-3 o'clock. So Scotty's staying here at Mandalay. The fellas are staying at your place at Luxor right here behind me. Ridgeway's at Flamingo. And itinerary is pretty simple. Tomorrow we're going to do, just watch the game. I'll chill out, maybe go to a pool tomorrow. Tonight we're going to watch the game at Caesars at Sportsbook. Edmund's got that. Hopefully roll some bones with Art when he gets in a little later. Tomorrow, pool, then we'll watch the game. We're going to go to Venetian, meaning Art and I. Kitson.
Of course. Got to keep the tradition alive, baby. Yeah, you got your nice shirt ready, I hope. Yeah.
They love it over there.
Get your nicest shirt ready.
Yeah. So then we've got Kitson, Grabo, and Ridgeway are going to see a Cirque du Soleil show that night. So I'll rally up later. Saturday, we're going to go to Wynn has like a little fancy hotel next to it called Encore. We're going to their pool club to see the Chainsmokers on Saturday for a pool party around 11 noon this local time. And then we got a group dinner at Water Grill in the Caesar Forum Shops, which is a really nice place. We'll get most of us to go there, and then Sunday Stadium Swim. So full docket, full agenda. Hopefully get about 5 or 6 times to roll and see if we can win some cash. Although Edmund's already, did he send me another one? God damn it! Stop sending me pictures when I'm on the podcast. But yeah, looking forward to the weekend. It'll be fun. We do miss you, pal, and don't worry. We'll once we win the gazillion dollars, then we'll fly everybody out on the private jet.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know how much private jet will run you, but that'd be a good time. Yeah, as soon as Strange hits an anytime touchdown, I'll feel so much better.
Exactly. You're tight end parlay. It's legendary.
Oh yeah, I can't believe we're not watching college football on Saturday, but that's all.
We'll watch. We're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch in the morning, and I don't know if they'll have TVs. They probably won't have TVs at the stupid pool thing, but don't worry, I'll be tracking games. You know me.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do bets as the NFL, but I'll have a few bets. I'll probably put in your bets. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Ride it while it's hot,
Exactly. Well, follow us at Side Action Pod on X and Side Action Podcast on Instagram. Don't forget about our TikTok. I put up a couple TikToks today. Nice. Follow me at Wegs Pool on X and on Instagram.
And I'm Coop. You can check me on Instagram at Dalton Cooper and on X at Mr. Grumpy Gills. Again, we are the Side Action Podcast. Make sure to check us out. Until next time, enjoy the 100-degree weather and all the piss water, right? Put the pool piss water.
Don't put your head under the water at the pool.
Right.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. All right. Love you guys.